What is up, YouTube? M40 here. I'm very excited to see this feature match because this is casual TCG versus Judy Hopps, and both of these players are playing something a little bit interesting, a little bit more than average, I would say. And with the tournament allowing for the OCG card pool this month, it definitely allows for some interesting decks. So our opponent is playing what appears to be a hero toolbox up here and bricked on double malicious. And we have Shaddolls fun stuff deck here featuring the new support for this. So our opponent is attempting to unbrick their situation over there with the Danger Jackalope. And we drew Windy, Hedgehog, Ash Blossom, Resh, and Super Polymerization. So we have full build-a-board break capabilities here. And honestly, this looks like this could be very interesting. So we also have the Ash Blossom if our opponent attempts to do anything super crazy over across the table. Yeah, he's going to tribute set the Mally. Ugh, that's a yikes from me. Oh, man. That's actually sad. Like, sometimes you ever distribute set a monster just to cry. Alright, so we're drawing for turn. We draw the Infinite Impermanence. Oof. So, where do we go here? Do we hard neg to set up this Super Poly? Alright, we're going to hard set and hard set the Resh with the Super Poly and the Imperm. Man, it's almost like this deck is really slow. So our opponent's actually playing the deck skip, or the turn skip deck, where you skip your opponent's main phase, which is actually really cute. Alright, so we have 3 negates and a disruption. Our opponent's going to flip up their Mally here. They're going to normal summon a Hero Kid. Oh, hello, Hero Kid. Man, this is so neg. Is this what it's like to play this deck where you just get bombarded? So we're going to go ahead and Super Poly. We're going to discard our Hedgehog. And then we're going to go ahead and fuse with the Earth guy. Bye, Wendy. Alright, so now we get to make Mr. Shekanaga here. Wendy effect. Wendy's actually bonkers. So, since the graveyard by card effect, special summon one Shadow monster from your deck in face down defense position. This card is so good. Actually, Wendy was probably the best card that we got out of the latest set. Now we've got our pseudo disruption up on the field with Shek, because our opponent doesn't know what we actually have in hand. They just know that we have a Shek face up on the field. And I mean, to be honest, that's intimidating enough. Yeah, our opponent's just scooping it up there and advancing to the next game. There's not really much he could have done there, which is really frustrating because when you brick that hard on the literally double Melly and the Hero Kid, there's unfortunately just not a lot of things that you get out of that. So, our opponent has drawn the Destrudo, Zephyros, Mally, Terminal World, and Cursed Bamboo Sword. I don't see any starters over across the table here that's going to get him out of this. I would personally recommend uninstalling this deck after this round. And we drew double Lancia and Nibiru with a Shaddolls Beast and the Super Poly. So whatever board we're going to start seeing be built here across the table, I don't think is going to get the chance to really survive this, which is kind of sad actually, because this is going to take care of the Mallies. If our opponent somehow still extends, at this point Judy is looking at this game and is like, I've seen Bamboo Sword, so I'm expecting there to be something suspicious coming across the table, and then other things. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hard pass here. You really needed any danger monster would have started this hand. I mean, the best he could put on the field is a Synchro, but it's not worth it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with our Shaddolls Fusion. Drawing this as the 6th card was incredibly good for this deck. Popping off our Lancia and our Beast. We're going to go ahead and make Construct. Construct is going to do its starter things here. Alright, so Construct 1, Beast 2, which gets us an Ash Blossom. Alright, well that feels good, honestly. Cool, so we just start setting up advantage here, right? Alright, so now that we go ahead and bury the Hedgehog, we start the new chain. Hedgehog resolves, which gets us another Shadow monster to our hand. A little Windy. So her actual flip effect is you get to special summon one, or you get to special summon one. So flip, special summon one Shadow monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position. And then if it's sent to the graveyard for fusion, you get to special summon one from your deck in face down defense mode. This card is so good. And then I wish you could apply both effects in the same turn, but they did consider the fact that that would be too broken. So we're going to just go ahead and poke with Construct. We're going to go ahead and we're going to set the Windy and the Super Poly. At this point, we have 4 disruptions on our opponent, and it is not looking good across the table here for our casual TCG. So we're going to go ahead. We drew the Summoner Monk, which is going to get to come down and go to defense mode. So at this point in time, you've seen that your opponent has hard struggled to get to this point. So what do you fire the Super Poly? Okay, yeah, you do fire the Super Poly now. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to toggle our Construct and his Monk, and we get to make the Winda. Enjoy special summoning only one more time, my friend. Construct effect, which will float back our fusion. Man, we're just solidifying the goodness right now at this point. So good. Continuous ability, can only special summon up to X times per turn. And then I float. Hey, is it gonna just pass? Man, Terminal World bricks so hard. Like, Shaddolls are doing fantastic down here at showing off that all you need to do is just draw and interact in ways with our opponents. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna link out the Winda here. Yeah, weird. We're gonna make Gravity Controller. So it is 1 non-link monster in the extra monster zone. Cannot be used as link material the turn it was link summoned. This card is in the extra monster zone. Cannot be destroyed by battle with monsters in the main monster zone. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster in the extra monster zone, you shuffle both this card and that opponent's monster into the decks. This card is good. So we're mainly going to just attempt to start cleaning up the game state now. Because now that Winda's off the field, we get to toggle up the Windy, which allows us to get into this. Because we still have a monster zone granted to us by Gravity Controller. We just got to deal 5,200 at this point. Down comes the Fusion. Alright, so we're going to fuse away our Gravity Controller and our little Shaddol. We're going to make another Winda. We're going to go ahead and toggle our Hedgehog effect, which is going to go let us search. Hello, Squamata. Alright, I'm going to touch down Squamata. Basically, you swing here for 15. You go ahead and you swing on in for 18 with Squamata. And then swing on in with the 2,200. That feels disgusting. Congratulations, Judy Hobbs, for walking away here. I do want to say a couple things about this, though. One, Terminal World is not a consistent deck. I get why players like to play it. I get why it has a fun appeal. But my problem is when you go up against a deck like Shaddolls, you play against this deck that thrives off of you. And if you don't interact with the deck, yeah, the deck can still function and get off on its own 2 feet, but at the end of the day, you kind of just lose, sadly. And it's kind of what we saw here. Also, I've never seen a deck brick this hard. Like, Hero Kid double Mally, and then we have just every out imaginable down here from Judy Hobbs with the Nibiru, with the Super Polys, with the Ash Blossoms. I get you main deck this stuff because you're a Shaddol player. But man, oh man, just when the truck left the station, it kept hitting everything. And even if I think casual TCG got the chance to actually play the game here, he was just going to get stopped by every hand trap. And he's already getting floodgated by the Winda. Like, I'm just saying it wasn't a good situation either way around. But what do you guys think about this match? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, no, guys. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons. for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCole40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.